All right, Kimbo right here. A little bit of Bellator talk. Bellator 18 and Bellator 17 both have awesome main events. At 18, you got Hector Lombard and Paulo Filo now. Um, Hector Lombard's been trying to make a lot of waves for himself by calling out top tier guys, UFC guys, big name UFC guys. Um, Wanting to fight this person, that person. Um, Paulo Filo, the last few years, very, very, very unimpressive. He had a couple of good fights, and was making a really good name for himself there, and just really, uh, he's now 2 or 3 times thoroughly embarrassed himself in and out of the ring. He acts like he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't like to get hit in the face. When that one fight, he just kept sitting on his ass. And time after time, he keeps backing out of fights. I don't know if he thinks he thinks Bellator's a drop down from competition or what he's been fighting, and he's gonna fight, but he's still good enough to fight fucking Lombard. It's a non-title fight. Uh, what I think is if Lombard doesn't beat Paulo Filo, definitely don't want to hear any more mouth running from him about wanting to fight Randy Couture's and this and that, whatever the hell. Uh, Eddie Alvarez and Josh Neer ought to be a hell of a fight. I'm damn sure not gonna make a pick on it, but I'd like to see the dentist get a good payday, and for one main reason, because he's got the best nickname in the business, and I'm gonna steal that nickname if I ever have enough balls to fight in a cage in front of actual people. Uh, I might just throw it out any old time. Uh, Pat Curran versus Roger Huerta. I hate to say it because I'd really like to see Pat Curran win, but I gotta go with Roger Huerta in this. He's looked really impressive. Even in his losses, his last couple there, the UFC, his last loss, the dude didn't look bad, and he's always super, super, super conditioned. Hand speed, stand up, top notch. Uh, Footwork, movement, just very good. Well trained, and I Pat Curran, I'd love to see. I really would love to see Pat Curran win this fight. Um, guys like Curran have been following now. Hoping they can make a big enough name for themselves to get to the UFC and do things there. And I'd really like to see him win, but I think he's got his hands full here for sure. Toby Amada and Kerry Veneer. We'll probably see Toby Amada taking this one by submission. Um, and then Pat Bennett and Cole Conrad, that's not for sure yet. But that's at 17. And, Bellator is getting some awesome cards here lately. These tournaments this season are the Amada Veneer is the lightweight tourney. If you haven't been following Bellator, what the deal is, they got 4 weight classes in their tournament, and they hold a tournament every year. They'll have 2 or 3 tournament fights on each. They air a weekly show on Fox. They'll have 2 or 3 tournament fights each week, and then they'll air a non-tournament fight or two most weeks. And so far, they've all been decent, good fights, good finishes. Not a lot of decisions. Just a really good Bellator season. I recommend watching them. If you've missed, they've been on 3 or 4 weeks now. If you've missed any of this season, go back and watch some of these fights because they're all on the internet. Most of them are on MMA Share, and it's just a really good tournament to watch, man. It's a really good Bjorn Rebney is running it, and he is kind of like he's the Scott Coker, the Dana White of Bellator, and he's doing a great job. So I just wanted to throw that out and let all my viewers know, if you haven't been following the Bellator Fighting Championships and you're an MMA fan, please watch them. And that has been the last word with Kimbo.